Hello, welcome to EZ Eatery. My name is Angela, and today is a Throwback Thursday, and we are going to make white bread in the air fryer. So easy and absolutely delicious, just like Grandma made. So we're going to need some butter, some sea salt, some flour, some sugar, some yeast, and 2 cups of warm water. To our warm water, we're going to add some yeast in there, and we're just going to mix that up until it gets all blended together and nice and frothy. And we're just going to go ahead and push that off to the side. Okay, grab another bowl, and we're going to use 4 cups of all-purpose white flour. So we're just going to go ahead and add those 4 in there, and we're going to add a little bit of salt and a little bit of sugar. Mix that up. I will have all of the ingredients listed in the description box below. Now we're just going to go ahead and add our yeast in there, our warm water yeast, and we're going to mix that all up and keep on mixing it. You do want it to be a little bit sticky, but not too sticky. So if it starts to get a little too sticky, just add a little bit more flour. All right, now this is exactly what we want it to look like. So let's go ahead and give it a rest for a little bit. Now mine has been sitting here for about an hour now, so this is what we want it to look like. It would have been ready in about a half hour or so, but I was busy doing other things. So we're just going to go ahead and pull that all out. See how it's all nice and sticky, but not too sticky. Okay, but it is to my fingers. Anyway, gonna grab some flour and I'm just using my countertop as my work surface, and just go ahead and mix that flour down in there. Certainly don't want it sticking to that. However, it does eventually anyway, so it didn't really matter. Anyway, so we're just going to go ahead and just kind of pat that flour in there and kind of work it all together. Since I'm using a rapid rise yeast, I don't need to let it hang out and rest for a little bit more. Usually it takes if I wasn't using the rapid rise yeast, I would have to put it in another bowl, cover it up, and let it sit there for another hour or so. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and flatten that out and use my little scraper thing here and cut it in half, because that's going to be way too much to put in my air fryer, so we'll just save that for some rolls or possibly another bread. We'll see. And I'm just going to go ahead and make this into a little loaf. All right, let's just go ahead and take our little loaf pan, and it's an accessory that I got off of QVC. Spray it down really, really well. Take our bread loaf and just stick it in there, kind of spread it out a little bit. And I guess I could have used a little bit more, but that is okay. I'll have more for later. This is going to be plenty. Okay, so I have some melted butter here. Just going to go ahead and just cover that completely with butter. All right, let's go pop it into our air fryer. So we're going to put it in there at 380 degrees for 1/2 hour. 30 minutes, that's it, start to finish. After a half hour, this is what it looks like. You guys, my house smells so amazing. Do you remember back in the day when we used to make bread from scratch? These are your memories right here. Just gonna go ahead and coat that up with some butter, and oh my gosh, I cannot wait to dive into it. So I'm gonna go ahead and plate that up. I got some homemade jelly over here off to the side. My daughter lives close to a ranch, and they always have they make can everything, so she gave me some canned jelly. So anyway, it's gonna be a perfect addition to this homemade bread. So gonna go ahead and try and slice into it. I'm having some problems over here, and take a look at the inside, would you? Oh my goodness. So it has a nice thick crust on the outside, and the inside is it's just perfect. I mean, it turned out perfectly. Okay, so I'm going to try and cut myself a little bit of a slice here, and boy, it sure is hard to get through. Plus I don't have the right knife, and but that's okay. So it's kind of falling apart on me, but that's all right. Just go ahead and put that one up there. It's very, very hot to handle. I should have let it cool down for a little bit, but there is nothing better than warm bread. I mean, nothing compares to it. I am struggling over here with my butter. I just pulled it out of the refrigerator, so trying to spread it on here is becoming a challenge, but you know what? I don't even care. It will eventually melt, so that's all right. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a little bit of that homemade jelly on there, and oh my goodness, I am just over here salivating. So take a bite. Oh my gosh. Just delicious. You guys must try. I mean, it's so easy, so delicious, and oh my goodness. Anyway, I am just loving these Throwback Thursdays. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, and please give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that as well. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye now.